6 women surrounded my crying daughter in the middle of a farmer's market, screaming that she was going to hell for not loving the baby brothers her dead cheating father had with another woman. That's when I realized my ex-mother-in-law had officially lost her mind. So I made a plan, and when I was done, she wasn't just humiliated, she was exiled from her precious church. If you've ever dreamed of watching karma hit someone exactly where it hurts, you're about to love this. Smash that like button, subscribe, and get ready for a revenge so poetic it belongs in the Bible. My name's Sarah. I'm 46, and I'm a single mother to 2 daughters, ages 17 and 15. Their father, my ex-husband, died last year in a car accident. And while that might sound tragic, it only scratches the surface of the nightmare he left behind. You see, we were in the middle of a brutal divorce when he died. Why? Because he was cheating. Not just once. Not just for a fling. He had 2 children with another woman. And to make it even worse, that woman died in the same accident, leaving 2 innocent little boys behind. But here's the kicker. The man who caused all this, my ex, had told no one. Not his church, not his family, and certainly not his daughters. It was my girls who found out the truth first, who discovered the texts and the pictures and the lies. They were devastated. He wasn't just a cheating husband, he betrayed his daughters. They had to go to therapy. They still do. But instead of helping us heal, his parents, my ex-in-laws, made everything worse. Collision the in-laws from hell. After his death, these people, 78 and 80 years old, decided that they should take custody of my daughters. Mind you, these are the same people who enabled their sons cheating, who bullied me during the divorce, and who blamed my daughters for telling me about the affair. They even tried to move in with us. Like nothing happened. We said no, and they responded by declaring war. They went full smear campaign mode, lying to their church, playing the poor grieving grandparents act, and painting us as cold-hearted monsters. They conveniently left out the cheating, the therapy, the truth. Party popper my daughter's birthday, then chaos. A few weeks ago, I took my girls to our local weekend market, the kind with fresh eggs, bread, and flowers. My youngest birthday had just passed, and since her party would be later in the month, I gave her a little budget and let her splurge. I was enjoying some coffee when I got the call. My daughter's voice was shaking. "Mom, they're yelling at me." I ran. My oldest was right beside me. And when we got there, I saw 6 older women, all from my ex-in-law's church, surrounding my youngest. She was in tears. These women, strangers, were berating her, telling her she was a bad sister for not helping raise the poor orphaned baby brothers, telling her she was unchristian, that she would burn in hell for abandoning family. This wasn't just cruel. It was spiritual abuse, a weaponization of religion aimed at traumatized teenage girls. I shoved myself between them and my daughter, told my eldest to take her sister and go to the car. Then I turned to those women, my blood boiling. "You will not speak to my children again. Ever." They called me bitter, said I was a failure of a wife, that I should have obeyed my in-laws like a good Christian woman. Barf. Eventually, market security came. We were asked to leave because of their noise, and as I walked to my car with my daughters, they followed me, like vultures circling roadkill. Fire the lie they told the church. That night, I called a man I still knew from the church, someone with a little decency. He told me everything. My ex-mother-in-law had posted a full-blown soap opera in the church's Facebook group, claimed we abandoned her, said we stole the money, even though my daughters inherited their father's life insurance, not her. Claimed we refused to raise their dead son's babies. And the worst part, she said the babies were mine, and that I rejected them because I hate boys. According to her, the affair partner was actually a surrogate because I was barren, and the boys were biologically mine and my husband's. But I turned them away because they weren't girls. Sick doesn't even begin to describe it. But the church, they believed her. They rallied around her. Until I made a plan. Books the binders of truth. I had a full day off, and I knew exactly what I had to do. First, I went to the print shop. I printed high-resolution photos of everything. My ex making out with his affair partner. Text messages between them. Messages from his parents condoning the affair. Screenshots of them bullying my daughters. Even one, written 2 days after my ex's death, where they called my girls bastards and said it was their fault he died. Then I got creative. I made binders. You know those hymn booklets churches hand out? I made my own. The first page, a photo of my ex and his mistress kissing. Captioned, ex-husband and affair partner's love story. I added the rest in order. Texts, emails, photos, receipts, all in beautiful, glossy paper. Then, early Sunday morning, I walked into that church. Walked right up to the back desk where they keep the songbooks, and I slipped my binders in with the rest. Bombed the fallout. By noon, the church group was on fire. The Facebook group went ballistic. The language was so brutal the pastor had to step in to keep things PG. People were stunned, not just at my ex, but at his parents, the ones who supported his affair, bullied his daughters, and lied to the church. People started turning. Not all. Some still thought I was wrong for divorcing him, but even they admitted it was understandable after seeing the truth. Some even mailed us apology letters, and we got a card inviting us back to church when we were ready. But for my ex-in-laws, it was over. They were shunned, embarrassed, ashamed. My ex-mother-in-law posted a dramatic Facebook rant about how no one cares for the elderly and how she missed her great son. Yeah, the same great son who cheated on his wife, abandoned his daughters, and left a wrecked family behind. I didn't want revenge. I wanted peace, but when people come for my daughters, they get the truth. And the truth, when delivered with precision, is the most devastating weapon of all. If that revenge gave you chills, hit that like button and let us know in the comments. What's the most satisfying act of justice you've ever seen? And don't forget to subscribe. We've got more real, raw, and righteous revenge stories coming your way. Subtitle formatting, or a Part 2 follow-up idea.